Welcome! A common method of goal setting is using what is known as SMART goals. SMART goals are an acronym first introduced in 1981, originally designed for managers and employees in the workplace. Each of the 5 letters in the word SMART relates to a different aspect of goal setting. However, SMART goals weren't developed from any particular scientific theory or empirically based evidence to support their effectiveness, and even acknowledges that not all 5 components are required when setting a goal. Let's explain what these goals are all about, the critiques of this popular method, and ways to set fitness goals that can be even smarter regardless of the perceived barriers, such as physical ability, lack of motivation, or no access to resources. The first letter of SMART goals refers to setting goals that are specific. This suggests being detailed when deciding exactly what it is that you're trying to improve or accomplish. For instance, saying you want to get in better shape is a rather vague goal. How do you know when this goal has been met? What will it look like when you are in better shape? This can be more specific by saying that you will walk 10,000 steps a day or lose a certain number of pounds of body weight. Setting a specific goal is said to be important, as it supposedly leads to behavioral change. It motivates people to put in effort and be persistent in pursuing a desired outcome. However, more recent research has suggested that identifying specific goals may in fact not be required in order to make progress towards a desired outcome. For instance, someone who's not used to being physically active might struggle to walk exactly 10,000 steps in a single day. If they do not meet this very specific target goal, it can be easy for them to get discouraged and then give up altogether. For those who want to avoid getting discouraged from not being able to reach their goal, fixed benchmarks might actually lead some people to cheat just to reach that specific target. For example, if someone had a goal of completing 50 push-ups at a time, they may use poor form and do the exercise in a way that's easier, though improper, such as by not going all the way up or down, just so they can hit that magic number of 50. Although they may reach that goal, cheating to reach that specific number may then come at the cost of a lower quality workout. In such instances, you may want to consider what your own values are towards exercise. Do you place more value reaching a certain number on an exercise regardless of how it's accomplished, or do you more greatly value the quality of the workout that you're getting? For those who are beginners and would like to start being more physically active, specific goal setting might actually be a hindrance or a burden for them. Research has suggested that making general, non-specific goals can actually be more productive for these individuals. Non-specific goals might actually reduce frustration or anxiety, increase confidence, and lead to greater feelings of satisfaction, as taking some action to be active is progress over them previously doing no physical activity at all. Instead of specifying a goal, identifying different strategies to improve performance may be more helpful to beginners. Examples of this can include things such as finding 3 ways to increase your step count each day. Some suggestions could be finding a spot further away in the parking lot at work or the grocery store, setting an alarm to remind yourself to get up and be active, or even pacing around when you brush your teeth or talking on the phone. The M in SMART acronym refers to making the goal measurable. One example can be measuring how many steps a person takes each day by tracking it on a smartwatch or an app on their phone. Individuals might also use a scale to regularly check their weight and see if it decreases. Having this feedback is essential for goal setting, as it helps people monitor and track their progress to see if they're on the right track or if adjustments need to be made. As mentioned, one of the critiques of the SMART goal approach is that it isn't based on any particular theory or empirically based evidence. As such, the definition of the letter A in SMART varies greatly among research studies. Terms such as assignable, achievable, attainable, and actionable are just a few examples used throughout the research, terms of which can each mean something slightly different. But overall, it seemingly refers to being able to make goals that are relatively easy to accomplish. One counter-argument to this is that making a goal that's too easily attainable might prevent someone from progressing or reaching their maximum potential. That is, goals that are more challenging might push someone further than they thought they were capable of, leading to greater confidence, progress, and success. But as a reminder, a more general do-what-you-can approach might be most helpful initially for the beginner. If the first step in acting towards your fitness goal is the most difficult, consider what's the minimal amount of exercise you're able to do. Exercising just 5 minutes every day, even by just walking, is more than doing no exercise at all. When you do this for an entire week, 5 minutes has suddenly accumulated to over 30 minutes. Make the task so simple at first that it's extremely easy for you to do. When you feel ready, then you can progress from there. The R in SMART goals refers to realistic or relevant, such as how realistic the goal is to achieve based on available resources. Some individuals might not be able to afford a gym membership, for example. Therefore, other resources should be explored to increase physical activity, as a gym membership isn't required in order to accomplish this. Additionally, working out for 90 minutes every day might not be feasible for someone due to work, family, or other obligations. But is 20 minutes of physical activity feasible? Some adjustments to the goal might be needed to make it more realistic to your current circumstances. The final letter in SMART refers to goals that are time-related or time-based. That is, someone might say they will walk 10,000 steps today. Alternatively, they might say they plan to walk 10,000 steps every single day. Research has suggested that setting daily goals, such as walking 10,000 steps per day, or daily plus weekly goals, such as doing at least 30 minutes of exercise per day, and at least 150 minutes per week, were found to be much more effective than setting only weekly goals. Perhaps unexpected situations might come up throughout the week, or other daily life events take longer than expected on a given day, leading people to realize they won't reach their weekly goal. This, in turn, might result in them choosing not to bother continuing with their exercise regimen, as they know their weekly goal will now not be met. When setting a goal, it may be helpful to remind yourself why you want to accomplish that particular goal. What makes it important to you? Does that reason help you stay committed to reaching that goal? Imagine what your life will be like when you've accomplished your desired goal and how you'll feel about it afterwards. If you're just starting out and get too caught up or discouraged in the outcome of the goal, such as by not losing a specific amount of weight you'd hoped for, try focusing just on the behaviors instead. This is because you don't actually control whether or not you lose weight. Rather, you control your behaviors, such as choosing to have a healthier diet and how often you choose to exercise. The results will then follow. If you would like to help this channel reach its goal of spreading knowledge to as many people as possible, then please press the like button. And if you'd like to know just how beneficial exercise can be for your mental health, you'll want to check out this video here, in which we discuss a study involving over 1 million participants. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.